Financial literacy makes it okay for you to make small or big mistakes. On the other hand, being financially illiterate only makes those mistakes dire and regrettable. Anas Hamshari. Nothing like having the right mindset to get you from being poor to a success. It takes financial education to achieve that. How much financial literacy do you have? Number 10. Pay themselves first. Paying yourself first is the first step towards financial freedom. It helps you eliminate debt and have some money put aside for a rainy day, which keeps you stress-free and productive. Poor people spend all their money and leave nothing for the future. This causes them to rack up huge debts and live paycheck to paycheck. But learning to pay yourself first leads you in the right direction towards financial freedom. For example, you can decide to save 10% of your monthly income. This means that if you're earning $4,000, you can save $400. In 12 months, you have saved $4,800. To get you from poor to rich status, you need discipline and commitment. Commit to having automatic savings deducted from your checking to your savings account. This ensures you save money every month and work your way towards financial stability. Number 9. Read books. In the words of Jim Rohn, reading is essential for those who seek to rise above the ordinary. Dead on. If you want to become extraordinary, books should become your friend and have a bittersweet relationship with the television. Warren Buffett reads 5 or 6 hours every day, and he is a billionaire. What about you? Poor people don't have the time to read because they work a lot, and when they are home, they want to unwind by watching their favorite shows. While there is nothing wrong with that, reading can help you sharpen your brain, become a critical thinker, and help you learn something you don't know, which allows you to become successful. Reading also alleviates stress, which saves you money for medication and trips to the doctor. Pick a book every week and educate yourself. Elon Musk used to read science books for up to 10 hours a day, and he's one of the richest people in the entire world. So, what book are you going to read today? Number 8. Buy real estate. Owning assets is a dream come true for many people. But if you put your mind to it, you can have assets that appreciate instead of depreciating. Real estate is a good asset to own. This is because land appreciates and home prices go up as demand for more housing increases. Poor people don't think about buying real estate. They deem it too expensive to afford. But that's not true. There are ways to buy real estate even if you don't have millions of dollars in your bank. For example, buying real estate through lease options can be a good way to own it. This is where the buyer pays the owner a premium every month or every year to gain ownership. If the buyer is renting the real estate, he can pay higher rent every month. The excess money from your rent is directed towards the real estate purchase. You can't enjoy any rewards if you don't take any risk. Stop living in your comfort zone and you'll see your life improve drastically. Within a few short years, you'd be in the homeowners league. All you have to do is change your poor mindset and financial channels will open up to you. Number 7. Start a business. Starting your own business is not rocket science. It is something that all of us can do if we put our minds to it and start achieving something good. Having your own business allows you to create more time to earn from doing something you love. It also allows you to make wise financial decisions that help you transform your finances for the better. But businesses don't always pick up as fast as we want them to, and sometimes it may take some time for your business to start bringing some returns. Many people are afraid of risking their money to start something of their own, which keeps them in the same old place that prevents them to move forward financially. But starting your own business doesn't need to cost you a fortune. You can even spend as low as $50 depending on the kind of business you want to start. For example, to start a blog, you need to host a website. This can cost you around $50 a year, and all you need to do is be consistent in creating content that brings value to the reader. And traffic will start moving into your website, and before long, you're making crazy money out of it. There are many ways you can start your own business and be on your way to financial freedom. You can also start a digital store and sell merchandise or use your talents and skills to open a business for yourself. You do away with the 9-to-5 job, which gives you time to pursue your passions and allows you to earn money doing something you love. Number 6. Keep learning. Education is the key to the betterment of your present and your future. As Malcolm X said, education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. No matter how good you are, you should never stop learning because you can't know everything. You will always find people that know much more than you do. Learning keeps you on your toes and updated about finances, history, and life in general. Poor people don't take the time to learn and would rather sit in front of the TV all hours of the day binge watching people make money. This causes them to be unproductive and stay in the same poor state. People say that what you don't know won't hurt you, right? Well, we say that what you don't know won't enlighten you. If you don't know something, you cannot use it to your advantage, which prevents you from achieving your goals. To make smart financial decisions, you should never stop learning. Even when you reach the end of your PhDs, keep learning to stay informed. Know how to make money, keep your brain sharp, and maybe argue a good point with your know-it-all friend. Number 5, invest. Robert Arnott said, "In investing, what is comfortable is rarely profitable." In layman's terms, if you don't take a risk, you can never get any reward. Rich people know that investing is one of the surest ways to make you wealthy, and they focus on the rewards they earn instead of the risk they take. But they do not go in blindly. They study the markets and know what works and what doesn't, which helps them to avoid losses. Poor people are comfortable saving money in traditional banks that throw breadcrumbs to their savings as interest, with a 0.06% interest rate. This is barely enough to get them from poor to financially stable status. They're afraid of taking risks involved in investing. Others spend all their money and struggle to make a living as they wait for their next paycheck. You can change your financial situation by taking risks and investing your money in high-yield accounts, stock markets, mutual funds, bonds, among other investments. You can study the market and see the profitable ones, and you can take Warren Buffett's advice and avoid companies that have too much debt because it affects the company's profits and makes future cash flow unpredictable. Number 4, keep track of their expenses. How you keep track of your expenses can build or break your finances. This is because you may think that you're building a phenomenal financial mansion, only to realize that your funds keep depleting, and you have no idea why. Successful people ensure that their accounts are up to date, and they keep track of their expenses, which keep them in the loop about how their money is coming in and going out of their accounts. Poor people don't bother to track their expenses, which prevents them from knowing where they are going wrong in managing their money. For example, going to shop with a budget is important because it helps you know how much you anticipate spending, and you can find items in your budget that you don't urgently need, which can help you trim down your expenses. Also, checking your bank statements frequently allows you to know how much money you're spending so you can cancel some of the payments you're making unnecessarily. This helps you keep track of your money and helps you prevent loss that comes with small expenses such as transaction, processing, and other premium subscriptions you forgot about. Number 3, set goals and objectives. We know you've heard many people saying that they are working towards a particular goal and wondered what the fuss was all about. But setting goals and objectives is a very important step to help you pull yourself out of a financial rut. Successful people set clear goals and objectives and work extra hard to achieve them, and mind-blowing success becomes their reward. Poor people don't set goals and objectives because they think they don't have enough money to put towards their goals. But the opposite is true because you don't need thousands of dollars to achieve your goal. You can start small by setting a $500 goal, and once you achieve it, you can set a higher goal. Accomplishing your goals feels good and motivates you to work harder to achieve your next goal. This helps you grow your finances, which allows you to pay your debts, put money towards your savings, and other financial obligations. Did you know that having goals can also help you retire early? You can decide to retire before you're 40 by setting a financial goal of the money that you want to retire on. After you have set the goal, roll up your sleeves and get to work. It's not as easy as it sounds, but with motivation and the right mindset, you can turn your financial status around. Number 2, build an emergency fund. If we asked you how much money you've put towards your emergency fund, you'd probably tell us to buzz off, right? Well, here's a reality check. More than 50% of Americans have less than 3 months' worth of an emergency fund. COVID-19 did not help matters. In any case, it poured gasoline into the fire. Many poor people don't have an emergency fund or money for retirement, and if anything were to happen, they would have to take a loan to cater to their expenses. The least amount you can keep as an emergency fund is $1,000, and many people have admitted to not having $400 in their savings. This is quite worrisome because having to carry debt every time you want to take care of an unexpected expense can drive you into a deep hole that you can hardly get yourself out of. You need to build an emergency fund so that when times get tough, you can take care of yourself and your loved ones. We don't want to intrude into your business, but we want to ask you this question. If you were to lose your job today, would you be capable of taking care of your family? If not, it's time you started changing your financial situation, and building an emergency fund is a great way to start. Before we get into number 1, make sure to check out the links in the description for our best recommendations to boost your savings. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more valuable content. Number 1. Dream big. Eleanor Roosevelt said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. If you dream big, your future will be bright. But if you dream small, your lights dim and your dreams die without having achieved anything." But dreaming and doing nothing about it cannot help your situation. Dream big and put it into action. Successful people begin their success journey with a dream that they put into action, and success prevails. Poor people are afraid to dream big because they don't think they can achieve their dreams, but the truth is, it does not matter what your financial situation is at the moment. If you dream it, you can achieve it. Even with the big dream, you can start making minuscule steps, and eventually, they grow into big milestones, which help you achieve your dream. Make sure to check out the next video. You're going to get a ton of value from this one. See you there.